Hey everybody, welcome to another webisode of the Love and Black Love Show. I hope your Christmas was fantastic. I hope your 2012 was the bomb because 2013 is going to be even better. This is your host, Dion Chocolate Thunder, Boom, Joseph, and this is my sexy, tantalizing, titillating wife,
Tosha Joseph. Welcome everybody to another webisode of Love and Black Love.
Hey, and today, like I said, we're going to be talking about topics that affect relationships, and this one should be a good one. Today we're going to be talking about when your life interferes with your love life. Very common in a lot of relationships, a lot of marriages, a lot of engagements, whatever you got going on in your life. But it's very, very common, especially for married couples with kids. We want to deal with that today. So we want to talk about our journey, okay, because we feel sharing our experience may help someone out there. Okay?
And to let you know that you're not alone, that this is normal.
But before I go, I have to point out my smooth Donny Hathaway hat. Bam. Love, love, love. Why'd you take so long to come to me?
Because we're supposed to be talking about something else, so go ahead.
And I'm back.
Right.
All right. But anyway, so we're going to take you through our little journey, through love and through life real quick. All right? When your life interferes with your love life, well, that happened to us plenty of times. When we were young, and before we had...
I'm still young.
Okay.
Bump that.
If you believe.
I am still young.
No. Before we had kids, we made love like muskrats. It was awesome.
I've never been one.
You're not must-eat, but we made love like muskrats. Because I guess apparently they make love...
Thank you.
Like very frequently.
Thank you.
Or rabbits or something like that.
Rabbits.
Well, we made a lot of love. And we had a lot of fun doing it. And, before you have kids, you don't have to worry about nobody listening to you, so you can kind of moan a little bit. When you feel it, you can just let out a holler or something.
Okay.
But that all changed one magical day when we had children. Our twins were born. And for some reason, as they got a little older, they began to hear things and pick up things. So you don't want your kids to hear what's going on, So what happens is you go from being in the throes of passion to making love quiet. Be like,
stop. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. You lie so bad.
But anyway, so you have to be real quiet, right? You have to be real quiet. Now, that can affect the guy's psyche sometimes because you want to know that you're making it happen.
Does it?
It could, but
Okay.
you know what? But I'm a realist. I know what's going on in a relationship. We had kids,
Okay.
We couldn't holler and scream. So
Right.
there was this one time where we were having silent love. And it was wonderful.
Silent. So we have a name. We have a name for it?
Yeah.
Silent love.
Silent,
Okay.
passionate love.
Okay.
And right after we were done, we were living in this condo, right, in Long Beach. And we had some neighbors who were like across the way in the third floor, and the guy had cancer, okay? And he was wearing his wife out every night. And I guess they didn't have kids because all we heard was this.
Oh my gosh.
For about 3 hours straight, that was going down at their house. And he had cancer. Okay? Now, the only reason why we knew he was finished, because when he was done...
Oh my gosh.
When he was done, it would go from...
That's not...
And then we hear this. We hear this.
You know what?
That's how we knew he was done.
I am so going to apologize for this.
But it's true. It's true. Now, this went on for nights and nights and nights. Until one day I'm laying next to my honey like, baby, are we good?
Gosh.
Am I man enough for you?
You were out of control.
But you always had to explain to me, baby, we got kids. We can't be doing it. So she helped pick me back
You're
up.
out of control.
So that really happened. So, and this happened for the rest of our lives.
It's not the rest. No, let me explain. Okay, because are you done? Because this has been the Dion Joseph show with all this madness.
I'm sorry.
But let me just say, it does change when you have kids. When the older they get, the less noise you're able to make, because you don't want, number one, them to walk in on anything. You don't want them to ask any questions that you're not ready to answer. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't call it silent. Like, we're not mute. I wouldn't say we're silent, but you do have to be careful. And for us, we have 2 teenage boys, 13, and we have a 7-year-old. So we've already had the experience of answering questions that we did not want to answer or weren't ready to answer, but we had no choice. And so, yes, does life come and interfere or make you adapt to a different way of
doing
love?
things, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
most definitely it does. But what I would say is that even though that's the case, when you can get a chance to go out and spend the night somewhere else, or have their, if they're at school, we have date days and stuff, and that allows.
I'm sorry. I have to disagree.
You're gonna disagree.
We have been trained to make silent love because a couple of times you kidnapped me and took me to a hotel, and I'm thinking it's going to be on and cracking. As soon as the
First
magic
of all, I don't have
happens,
to kidnap anybody.
I've been trained not to holler. I'm like, ooh, I'm about to holler.
Okay, stop. Okay, stop. So yes, you have been trained. That's true. So they do train you. They do train you, but it's still love.
It's still love.
It's still wonderful.
So it really,
I have absolutely no complaints whatsoever.
It hasn't interfered with our sex life, but it just interfered in the way that we had it.
Well, no, what it has interfered with is the amount. Let's say that, because sometimes, especially now, our kids can stay up longer than us. At least me. You stay up late. I cannot stay when it gets dark. Like daylight savings times is horrible for me because it gets dark, and I feel like now my body says it's time to go to sleep. So to outstay your kids, and they go to bed and they're still talking, and it's like, Lord have mercy, can a kid just go to bed? That's where it's changed as well. Not just the level of noise, but the amount, because they're always up and they're always around and they're knocking on the doors, and they're, I can't even go to the restroom by myself without a knock, and a mom can,
You know what? Like I said, I'm not saying this to say that, like I said, at any way, shape, or form that our sex life is bad. Our sex life is wonderful. But I think what we do is we recognize where we're at. I know that because we're having silent love, it's not because I'm not making it happen, or vice versa, I also
But
know,
I don't, you say silence. Silence means mute to me. It's
Well,
not
no,
silence. You still know something's going on if you're there. I mean, you make me feel like, is it mute?
No, it's not.
Do we sign language each other?
It's not.
Like, what is the?
It's not. But when we were younger, woo. But anyway.
But that's everybody when you're younger.
But but it's not just the kids. It's also life in general. Jobs.
Right.
We work. We be working like Jamaicans up in here. Because
I'm sorry for all those Jamaicans.
I'm like 5% Jamaican. What you talking about? But anyway, so I can say that. Okay. But no, we work. Like I said, I work in Skid Row. Sometimes I work 10-hour days, and then things go to hell in a handbasket, and I work at 14, 15, 17-hour days. On top of that, I have court afterwards and all kind of things on my days off, meetings and stuff. And then she works her butt off at her job, and then comes home and the kids are all over her, and they don't come to me for anything. They don't do that.
Nothing. That's a whole other show. Is that that's another show.
So sometimes we're both extremely tired. There's never been a point in our relationship where I did not want her, and not at all. And it's vice versa. There'll be times where we go days where she'll be like, oh, I'm too tired, or I'm too tired. But the one thing I never come away with is the fact that she doesn't want. I know that if she could give me a piece, she would.
First of all, I don't give a piece of nothing. Now, if I would make love to you, if I could, I would. But I don't just give peace.
Make it
you
sexy,
find peace on the
sweet.
Corner.
Make love. Oh, you can find peace.
You can find peace on the corner.
It's $2 on Skid Row.
I don't know how much it is, and I don't care.
Now, but like I said, that's the key. If you're going through that, recognize where you are, and don't look at it as he or she, they don't love me anymore, they're not attracted. Life happens, especially when you have kids and a job. You just have to find a way to get it done and be more understanding when you can't. That's just life. We're not going to sit here. We don't have a magic.
Like sneak it too. Sometimes you got to
sneak a freak. Sneak a freak. Oh,
but then I think when you turn each other down, so to speak, you make sure that it's not in a mean way. Like, that I want you, but I'm too tired. But it's the way that I say. Like, if I frown, like, get away from here. Ew, no.
No, I've never heard that in my time because I'm the thunder. I don't hear that. But boom. And that. But I know when she's tired, because the first thing I see is some big old pajamas in her butt up in the air. I was like,
so that's true.
That says
you get on here lying so bad.
That says no, honey, don't even try it. But so I know. But I recognize and understand why.
Whatever. I had a response, but I'm just gonna keep it moving.
Now the other thing we have to recognize, especially if you're a young couple, we were a young couple with kids, so A lot of young fathers, sometimes they don't understand why I'm not getting the attention, or they do know what's happening. They know that the wife is busy with the newborn and all that stuff like that. They don't recognize it, and they don't like it, and they don't understand how to deal with it. I had a young buck come to me at the gym. He's one of my Facebook buddies, and he says, "Man, how do you do it with kids, man? My wife just had a baby and everything, and I haven't got laid in months." Well, listen, brother, I went through the same thing. When my wife brought the twins home and, changing diapers and running around, and she had to heal her body.
Well, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, that's natural. But after the healing part, there was this period where she kind of has to mentally, not physically, snap back, into her sex drive, into who she is. That takes a while.
Well, I have to say it's both mentally and physically. So if you're in that situation where your wife is pregnant or just had a baby, not pregnant, but just had a baby, it was mentally and it was physically, because our bodies don't feel the same.
Yeah.
And so, I had a cesarean. So I had twins inside of me, and I had a cesarean, and I felt like they put my stuff in sideways or the wrong way. I didn't know what was going on, but so the feeling was not the same, and then even the nerves to get going again, because they've been taken out of you and you just don't feel the same. So men have to realize that we don't.
I'm sorry.
Men have to realize that we have to reintroduce ourselves to our own bodies.
Yeah.
To go like, okay, can I have this feeling? If you're breastfeeding, it's something else. So yeah.
But be grown enough, young men out there. Be grown enough to recognize that it's not you. Don't take it personal. Look, but I'm not perfect. Now, I had a moment, and it had been a few months since we done it after she had the kids. And every time I turn around, she was changing a diaper, or baby powdering somebody, or putting lotion on somebody's face.
We had to.
And one day, in my own way of protesting, I walked in the room and she had my son Xavier. She was changing his diaper. His feet were up behind his ear, and she was wiping him down. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get my message out right now. So what I did was I took off all my clothes, laid right next to him, butt naked, put my feet up my ear, said, can a brother get his diaper changed
you know what?
up in his
And what
mother?
did that do? That made him have a few more days without.
It did.
Because that was the wrong move. And as you can see, that my husband has lost some of his mind.
I was on timeout.
And so you're on timeout because we don't want that. So for all of you that are looking for something to do, that's not it.
Yeah, so young bucks, please don't do what I did. I did get my message out.
You got a message that
It was a very disturbing message, and I've learned from that and grown. But anyway, in short, life happens sometimes. If you love each other, you know that you're more than sex. We weren't founded on sex. It just so happened, thank you Jesus, that the sex was marvelous. But we were founded on love, And as long as you got that going on and you recognize, hey, I still love you, I just got a lot going on. You talk about it. Every now and then, a little stroke dog every now and then, or something, do something, to let your mate know.
Could you not do the hand moment?
I won't do the hand thing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do whatever you have to do to let your mate know that, hey, I know I'm busy, but I love you with all my heart.
And as long as they know that you want to do it, again, that's the thing. As long as they know that you want to do it, and sometimes, ladies, we have to take the moment to kind of come out of our busy day or our list of things that we have to do. And then say, you know what, okay, I need to go sit by my man, I need to touch my man, I need to whatever, and be available, and just like pick up the other stuff later.
So with that, I think we covered most of it. So I have an assignment, and we're going to do this tonight. Okay, this is my assignment for everybody out there.
Hold on, everybody, because I have no clue what this is. Go ahead.
Whose life is interfering with their love. If you got kids whose ears are at the door every time you're about to get it cracking, this is what you do. Holla. Woo! Just 2 weeks of therapy, they'll never put their ear to the door again.
Don't holler.
We gonna holler.
Do not holler.
Kids up.
And so anyway, thank you for joining us. This is the Love and Black Love Show. Check out our radio show. Monday's live. Friday is a rebroadcast at blogtalkradio.com, or you can listen to the archive shows at lovinblacklove.com. Send us your emails. There's a blog there. You can enter any of your information. You can write a blog message there, and we will respond to you. So thank you for joining us.
And in closing, hey, look, we have enough trials and tribulations in our race, and we have enough things we go through, a lot of hate. Look, go out there and find somebody who's hollering, find somebody who has cancer, whatever. If they black, find them, shake their hand, put your arms around them, tell them how much you love them, because we're beautiful, y'all. And then go share that love with the world. God bless y'all.
Bye-bye.